in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oregon Ducks, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Ducks will kick it off to get us underway. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Offense working from the pistol. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. First down, 10 yards to go. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the single back. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
They'll give it to the back. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy, let him see what he can do, and when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And the Volunteers will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it on first and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. The play-action fake. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
I think we need to see more creativity in the route running. We need some slants. We need some out-breaking routes. You're expecting man coverage down this area of the field, so you got to do something to create separation.
Now on third and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Why not trying to get it in? They found a way to get in the rug, but he is stopped short, and it'll be fourth down.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to punch it in. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
From his end zone, needs to be careful here. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advancing.
Long incompletions are okay. You got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The give to the back. There he goes. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
It's complete to the right. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you would see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. Across the 25, he's got room. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll leave it with the lone back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And a great job on the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Bounds some space and crosses the 10 out to the 11. It's a pickup of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game. Running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. You've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete on the right side. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
A nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's coming. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
Catch in the middle, it's coming. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. But we're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Wants to go up top. Finds his back in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the 1st half. wants to pass. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's another play for this offense that you're just left wanting more. Both these offenses, man, nobody's scoring any points. Palmer trying to execute a 2-minute drill, throwing the ball to the other team. That's not part of the 2-minute drill.
And I think we got to give the defenses credit because they have been dominant and physical, and they're creating takeaways. I know the offense has been sloppy, but on the other side of the ball, man, we are seeing two really good defenses go at it today.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to get the edge on the right. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? The QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. You used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a first down. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. They get to him as he throws. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tennessee.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And guys, with the empty backfield on 2nd and short, might they take a shot here? Quickly to the tight end. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. On target. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. And the Ducks will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's down at the 25-yard line, waning moments of the 1st half. It is a 1st down.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that 1st down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the 1st down.
We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. Tackle is made, but how about the toughness with this junior just standing in the fire and delivering the ball? Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he's got some space. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now, first and goal.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you can tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
They want to throw it. That's got it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They're trying to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks!
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
And the kick is no good, but a penalty flag is down, and there's not much doubt this is going to be roughing the kicker. The extra point here would tie the game. And it's no good, and they're still down by 1. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive and second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Give to the running back.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Gives it to the back on the draw. Runs through the tackle. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute. This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They'll go back to the air on second down. This time on target. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
They're going back to the ground. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Reads it, fires complete. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Touchdown, Oregon! And that one will give them the lead.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
He's got a nose for that goal line. First he scored the touchdown. Now he makes his way in for the 2-point conversion. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. To the air on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Mills. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
To the air on 2nd down. Working that left side now. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
What a disappointment. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on it now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Skips away from pressure. Going to try to get it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got him. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Punt is on its way. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. So here is the Tennessee offense. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab on the left. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Unloads to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Just keep swinging it. Snagged in the middle. It's Cooper. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Touchdown, Volunteer! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Extra point here will tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They'll try the run. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage and getting running backs on the ground.
Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Flying down the left side. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The Ducks are threatening on 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Ducks! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get...
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage. Return. What a play there. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David. You know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe. In the run game, or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Finds his tight end. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And, man, that's a little frustrating. I like the job by the quarterback. Get the ball out. Let your receiver make the play. But just understand when the play's over. Like, I'm not going to cut that back up. I want to get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Turning it on. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run. When they're going between the tackles, this defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Send the tight end in motion. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left.
And that's why he is an All-American physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The receiver will not get it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down.
And I like what this offense did, man. They stayed aggressive. They were trying to get the first down through the air. But here's the good thing now. You punt the football away. You trust your defense. You got the lead late in this football game. One more stop, and there's a good chance you get the double.
Not a chance. Missed it. Guys, still a 6-point game, but a missed opportunity.